Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling incredible this morning. My name's Haziq Ali, and I want to welcome you to Good Morning Millionaire. This would be a good time for you to share this training with somebody. Give me a replay, gang. If what you're doing is watching a replay, we're here 7 days a week. Monday through Friday, I hold it down. On Saturdays, my sister, she's an Ivy League educated physician. So on Sundays, she does wellness is the new wealth. And then on Saturdays, we have Amma the CPA, who teaches financial literacy. You can join kind of like a little, text message system that we have. All you have to do is text message @MillMind to the number 81010. Again, that's @MillMind to the number 81010. And that will help you get involved in what we call Dear Millionaire, which is, as far as we know, the world's first text message system for personal growth and self-development. Our goal is to help you move further, faster, with less effort. Good morning. Good morning. Let them know where you're from. Yay, young Coco in the house. What's up? Glad to see that. Glad to see that. Arsenio, what's up, bro? Hey, man, don't forget we waiting on that picture so we can introduce you proper, bro. Make sure you get that thing together. Hey, share this training with somebody who needs it. We're going to be getting started in a couple minutes, but this is kind of a deep one right here, because where we're going with this one is one of these existential questions that people have been asking since time began. Like, what is my purpose? Why am I here on this planet, right? Like what is my whole reason for being out here? They have technology. There are systems that you can utilize that will kind of like help you walk through that a little bit. So I thought that was pretty cool. If you know somebody's been struggling with that kind of thing, maybe it's a good time to holler at them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Dennis go with profit or wealth. I ain't mad at that. How did that go last night, Dennis? Hey. Just one look at you. And what you know, y'all? What you know? What's it gonna be? Hey, good morning, Charity. Yeah, appreciate that. Special shout out to everybody that's rocking with us on YouTube, because that does help the movement. That helps the movement keep moving. You know what I mean? YouTube is, they play by a whole different game than Facebook and all of that. So once you take it to that YouTube level, you're really doing something with your life. We're going to be getting started in about 2 minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, if you are watching on Facebook, I see we got Sweet Intents done plugged in on Clubhouse. That's what's up. All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and get this party started. Whenever we hear Bill Withers starting to hit that note, y'all know he had the Guinness Book of World Records for that note at the end of this song. It was like, he just hold that joint for like an hour. Anyway, when you hear that, that means the song is about to end. So I'm going to go ahead and call in on the live line. Do yourself a favor right now and text message a family member or a friend, somebody who's in your circle. What we're going to talk about this morning, it may not have to do with, you making $1 million in the next 30 days and all like that. It may not have to do with how you can get more customers. Hold on just a second, y'all.
This is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time, because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you. Just hold on.
Please enter your... Thank you. Please announce yourself. All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Okay, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling good this morning. It's 7:29. That means we're getting started a little bit early, but that means we're in the right place at the right time. And that means you are too. As my mentor, Mr. Brown, just now said, if you were tuning in the mornings, every morning at 7:30 a.m., it's because you've decided to add something a little bit more robust to your morning routine. You've decided to come and get millionaire minded. And that's our purpose every single morning, to give you some of the systems, some of the strategies, some of the socialization, okay, that'll make you so that you are inevitably able to go further, faster with less effort. We want to instill and install the tactics and the techniques that help you get smarter so you can go further, faster without working harder. That's our whole purpose. And sometimes we're dealing with mindset. Sometimes we're dealing with skill set. I would say this morning is kind of a heart set kind of training, y'all. I would say this morning is a little bit more about heart set. Because like I said in my intro, if you guys have turned on your notifications and you kind of rocking with us, what I said in my intro was I was talking about this idea that, man, ever since the beginning of recorded time, we've been searching for our purpose. We've been searching for a career or, a relationship or a life that really matters, right? And sometimes along that journey, we find ourselves feeling a little stuck. Or sometimes we find ourselves feeling even worse, hopeless. Millionaires, sometimes we feel trapped by a life that we find ourselves in because we were living it for other people around us. We were trying to impress people around us instead of listen to our heart, listen to our spirit. And now we feel trapped. But here's the thing. If you want more, there's a way that you can use a tool that you've been given by the Most High that can allow your subconscious mind to click on and begin to lead you where you want to go. I don't know if you realize it, but your unconscious mind, your subconscious mind, is kind of like your eyebrows on your face, right? Same way your eyebrows keep all of this gunk that comes down your face and it going into your eyes and making it so you can barely see and it's causing you problem. Your subconscious mind is doing that for your thoughts, for your focus. So it's filtering out everything that happens to you and just handling it on its own, like your eyebrows handle all of the sweat and the grime that would be flowing down your forehead unabated constantly all day, every day. Your subconscious mind is doing that for your thoughts all day, every day. And so there's a tool that you can utilize that'll change things for you. Millionaires, we call that tool the question. Questions are literally the transportation system for human consciousness. Successful people ask better questions, and so they get better answers. Do you hear me? Millionaires, what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to give you 5 different questions that you can ask yourself that will give you the power of purpose. If you're ready for the first one, give me a number 1 and a share. Well, I have a little bit of my green tea mixed with peppermint. This isn't as good as when you are just drinking water on an empty stomach, but we're going to try it this morning anyway. Everybody, let's get them number 1s and a share going. I am not endorsing this thermos brand, but this thermos is amazing. Like, I made the tea last night. I woke up this morning, it's still hot. Good morning, Allie. What's up, Queen? Deandra in the house. Appreciate that. Thank you, Taisha. Taisha gave me a number 1. Man, y'all asleep this morning. What's up? All right, here's number 1, y'all. Why am I here? Why am I here? This is a question that you can direct to your subconscious mind seriously right now. Whether you're riding in your car, maybe you're putting together everything for the kids this morning, and that's why you couldn't type number 1 and share it, but whatever. But what I'm saying is, why are you here, millionaire? What brought me to this moment? What if you were to write that down in your notes? What strengths, what personality, what creativity, what talent do I have at my disposal? Why am I here, right? Why am I here? Literally, why are you sitting here listening to this right now? Without placing blame, without making some sort of rationalization, millionaire, what the heck am I doing with my life today? What am I on? Why is this important? Millionaires, this is important because who you're becoming far outweighs who you are. Who you're becoming, it ain't where you at, it's where you're going. And it ain't where you're from, it's where you're going. You hear what I'm saying to you? If what you're doing today is not making you a better human being or making this world a better place, you're probably on the wrong path. What the heck are you doing with your life? A lot of times, um, you know, when I was doing like more one-on-one coaching, one technique that I would use is I would have the client write a letter to their future self. Write a letter to your future self. Maybe write that in your notes, right? Would that be helpful for you? Because if you invest the time into describing in vivid, freaking Steven Spielberg level detail, the type of person you want to be a year from now, type of person you want to be 3 years from now, you're going to give yourself an unbelievable gift. It will astonish you how much this changes your energy level and the level of spirit you can access. Millionaires, you're going to give yourself hope. You ask yourself enough of these kinds of questions and you're going to give yourself hope. Don't mess around and be so full of faith that you pick a version of yourself you can't possibly become in just 2 years without the help of the creator, without the help of the universe, without the help of God, whatever you call the big dude above, whatever you call that higher power. What if you picked a goal so big? What if you picked a version of yourself that's so big that a higher power got to step in or it'll never happen? Millionaires, that'll do something to your life. If you're ready for number 2, give me a number 2 and a share. The reason number 1 is important, y'all, is because when you have a compelling picture of the future, you got to target to aim for. When you have a compelling picture of the future, you have a target to aim for, y'all. That's what's up. That's what's up. Make sure you spread the word, y'all. Make sure you spread the word. Give me a number 2 and a share. Give me a number 2 and a share. That's right. That's right, Carol. Why am I here? Write a letter to your future self. I dare you. Here's the second one, y'all. What is my story? What is my story? That might be something cool for you to write down because stories are powerful and stories are powerful regardless of whether they're true. Isn't that interesting? Stories are powerful regardless of whether or not they're true. Stories are so powerful, man, that they even have to put on commercials. Do not try this at home. This is an actor. Like, y'all ever seen these commercials? I think it's one of these things. They're selling some kind of security system, maybe for the internet or something. And the dude wears this ski mask, and it's this crazy thing where they have him jumping down the steps or getting thrown down the steps, and he lands on his head, and they right on the bottom of the screen, like, do not try this at home, please. This is right. Even if it ain't true. Now he didn't land on his head. That's a doll they threw down the steps. Matter of fact, that's what the rest of the disclaimer said. It said, this is a doll we threw down the steps. Do not try this at home, right? Fake story, still powerful enough. Your ex-president, he said, man, I know they've been talking about injecting bleach. Do you know mad people went to the emergency room because of the stories are powerful regardless of if they're true. But if we take it off some of this crazy stuff that I brought up in terms of these examples, what I'm saying is that stories give you a narrative to live by. Stories give you lessons that you can pass on to people. Stories help you shape and inform your legacy. So I'm asking you, what is your story? I'm asking you to ask yourself, what is my story? Because one of the reasons that you might be experiencing a little bit of unrest or a little bit of frustration in your life today is that you might not have a better story shaping your life. Maybe you need to look at that. Maybe the story that you have shaping your life is one where our hero is a loser. But you're our hero. Everybody's life is like a movie, but you got to realize you're the one starring in yours. What if you change around the narrative? What if you had a story that calls out a better version of yourself? What if you had a story that calls out your highest self? What if you have a narrative that demands you bring your full attention? What if you had a narrative that demands you bring your full strength, your full character, your full personality to this task at hand? What if this ain't a simple job you're doing? What if this is a part of your legend? What if all of a sudden, the fact that you've had a few obstacles, you've had a few setbacks, what if that's just going to make your story much greater later when it's time for you to tell the tale? Maybe this story is what guides you to making the life significant, making the life full of substance. Because millionaires, whenever you have a goal, everything helps. Just like whenever you don't have a goal, nothing helps. But you creating a story is going to require you acknowledge the good and the bad. Because a story ain't a story unless the main character is overcoming something. Is that a fact? Can you think of a story that had no drama in it? And all drama is our hero has a goal he's trying to get to, and then something pops up. A person, a circumstance, an event, something happens that puts some kind of space and yet need between our hero and what it is he's going for, or what it is she's going for. What about you? What is your story? And what is the thing that's standing in between you and what it is you need to become to be who God put you to be on this planet? Millionaires, what is your story? Big part of this is learning how to let go. A lot of us are holding on to a lot of guilt. A lot of us are holding on to a lot of regret. Can I get a witness out there? Right? What if we let go of that and decided that that deserves a different kind of narrative? Millionaires, I want you to understand that you can't change your past, but you can create a better future starting right now by making a conscious decision right now while you're listening to my voice to stop defining yourself by what you are not and what you don't have. Today is a new day with new opportunities, with new beginnings. For those that know, they know. So start living a better story. Millionaires, start living today a better story. What if you imagine this future version of yourself and then you held yourself accountable? Millionaires, somebody give me that in the comments. Be accountable to your future self. Millionaires, what if you decided to be accountable to your future self? What if you decided to live with a deeper sense of responsibility? Now that you are acknowledging these amazing talents, this amazing genius, these amazing strengths that you've been given, what if you decided to be accountable to your future self? Millionaire, if you're ready, give me a number 3 and a share. I still got 3 more for you. We're running out of time, but I'm going to try to get through it. A number 3 and a share. A number 3 and a share. Be accountable to your future self. That's right. Here's number 3, y'all. This is a big one. Who do I need? Who do I need? Who do I need? Who do I need, millionaires? You're never going to reach your full potential in this plane of existence without the help of others. It's never going to happen. Oh, we love the saga of the self-made man. Listen to me. It's a myth. Millionaires, what I'm asking you now is to ask yourself, who do I need, millionaires? Who do I need? Who you spend time with determines the person that you become. I'm going to tell you this, and I never heard it explained clearer. Check this out. You show me your friends, I'm going to show you your future. You show me your friends, I'm going to show you your future. Somebody give me that in the comments. If you show me your friends, I'm going to show you your future. Who you spend time with determines on multiple levels what kind of person you're going to become. Therefore, investing in the right relationships is crucial to the level of success you say you want. I know it sounds a little harsh, but there are some endings you're going to have to begin. If you're really going to be everything you say you want to be, there are some necessary endings that you got to embrace. There are friends around you who ain't really friends. There are people around you who suck the life out of you. Millionaire, at a certain point, you're going to have to decide to let some of that go. Let go or be dragged, like we said at some point last week. Who in my life is holding me back from becoming my best self? I dare you think about that. Who in my life is holding me back from becoming my best self? I dare you think about it. Here's another one. Who do I need to ask for help? Who do I need to ask for help? Who do I need to ask for help? Do I have any honest voices around me? Do I have any mentors? Do I have any coaches? Do I have any heroes around me? Check this out. You're built for relationships. You realize that? You are literally built for relationships. You have a calling in your life. You got a role you're supposed to play. You got a role to play in your team. You got a role to play in your family. You have a role to play in your community. Define who you're fighting for, and then define who's fighting for you. And watch that add some power. Watch that add some purpose. And if you're having problems with this, here's what I suggest you do. I suggest you grab 3 of your friends, right? I suggest you grab 3 of your friends and then ask them what they think is holding you back in your life. What do they think is holding you back in your life? Take notes when they talking. I dare you. I know a lot of y'all ain't going to do it, but don't get defensive. If you do want to try this experiment, don't get defensive and thank them for being in your life. If you commit to that, name one of the friends that you're going to talk to in the comments now. If you want extra points, you can name 2 of them. If you want to be the big dog, then name all 3 of the friends that you're going to grab. Maybe they're mentors, maybe they're friends. List 3 of them right now who you're going to ask, what's holding me back in life? What's stopping me when I've got all this talent? I've got all this potential. I've got all this skill. I've got all this intelligence. What's the problem? Let me see you name 3 people in the comments that you're going to ask that. And if you're rocking with us on Clubhouse, write it in your notes. We're going to dare you to talk about it a little bit later. We're going to dare you to talk about it a little bit later. We're going to dare you to talk about it a little bit later. All right. Carol said, no friends. The devil is a lie. You better stop it. That's right. Who am I fighting for? Who's fighting for me? Here's number 4, y'all. Here's number 4. What's at stake? What's at stake? You know, sometimes I teach my students a hell of a closing question to ask sometimes when you're talking to people and you want to start getting them in the mood to purchase your product or service. You can ask them how their problem's going to look if it keeps on going unabated. Like if nothing stops this problem, how much more expensive is the problem going to get? How much heavier a burden is a problem going to become? Everybody with me? Check it out. What's at stake? What if you were to ask yourself, what's at stake? What upsets me about the world? What upsets me about the world today? What frustrates me, right? What frustrates me? That's right. What frustrates me? What problems do I want to solve? What problems do I want to solve? Okay. I love to see that people naming their friends that they're going to add. That's right. We committing to something. Okay. I love it. Y'all are making me happy right now. Y'all making my heart smile. Millionaires, the reason you want to ask what upsets you, what frustrates you, is not to kind of focus on the negative, but these are clues to your calling. You know, that same stuff don't upset all of us. You realize that, right? These are windows into your soul. Why? Because what frustrates you the most reveals what you care about the most. And the only way to live your life with passion is to discover, name, and fight for what it is that matters to you. Discover it, give it a name, and then fight for it. That's how you never work a day in your life, because you're getting up in the morning and you're fighting for something that matters. You're fighting for something that matters, right? Millionaires, without something at stake, without having a cause at stake, without having a person at stake, without having a compelling future at stake, which is the first question we gave you this morning, you're just going to keep on surviving. You're never going to experience success. You're never going to experience significance. You're never going to experience fulfillment because you're just in a holding pattern. Deep down, you know what matters to you, and you don't respect yourself for ignoring it. You're losing self-respect. Every day that goes by and you don't acknowledge the things that you know you have an issue with, but you don't fix them. Procrastination literally means to waste the sacred. Procrastination literally means to waste the sacred. Somebody give me that in the comments. To waste the sacred. Every time you make an excuse, every time you place blame, every time you get distracted from moving in the direction and going forward in your life, you're moving towards a apathetic, uninspired, lifeless, lame ass existence. Excuse my language. So stop doing it. Give me a number 5 and a share. I got one more for you and then we out. I got one more for you and then we gone. Give me one more and we gone. Give me a number 5 and a share and we gone. We about to go get to our affirmations. Millionaires, if you don't know, you can call in on the live line or you can rock with us on Clubhouse. You can call in on the live line, the winner's hotline, 667-776-WIN1. And you can call in and say your affirmations with us. Here's number 5 I got for you and we gone, man. How can I help? You know, I always say you got to be valuable before you become powerful. You got to serve before you deserve. Service kills nervous, right? Service gives you confidence and all of that. It kills nervous. You get me? Well, number 5 is how can I help? You know, if you're feeling bad, all you got to do is help somebody who feels worse. I mean, I could go on and on and on about this thing called service. Muhammad Ali said service is the rent we pay to live on planet Earth. But what I'm asking you to ask yourself, right, is how can I help? You know, when you shared this broadcast, you were just helpful. You planted a little seed that somebody else is going to put in you with a simple thing like a share. Isn't that amazing? Millionaires, the first law of thermodynamics says that energy can be transformed from one to another, but it can't be destroyed. Isn't that interesting? You're putting energy out there when you do that act of kindness. When you tag a friend on a training like this, or when you go and post on your page something you learned so someone else can learn it too, what you're doing is you're using the law of thermodynamism, thermodynamics. Energy can be transformed all day, but it can't be destroyed. What am I saying here? What I'm saying in layman's terms, right, is that the life that you're living can impact and influence others in ways you can't even imagine. Small things, y'all, a smile, a hug, a thank you, a high five, some eye contact, even when this person is just, you know, cleaning up the office or all they did was greet you and take your bags and up to the hotel. What I'm saying is these small, seemingly insignificant having a conversation with somebody who may not be as successful as you are in life as you see it, because you might not even be correct about that, right? But these are forms of energy transferring in each other, right? This is energy coming from you into them in the form of hope. How beautiful is that? You're giving energy, and therefore the world is going to give you some. But you got to start. It's your move. It's always your move. It's like you're sitting there at the chessboard. It's your move. It's always your move. You hear me? Because every time you move, you cause an effect. You got to start. Commit to serve somebody else in some small way today. Give more than you take in some small way today. Listen more than you talk in some small way today. Write an email, maybe a note or a letter of encouragement. I dare you. Do something for somebody today that's costing you some energy, where you're investing in somebody else. Show some love to somebody that helped you at some point today. Get your focus off yourself and onto somebody else. I guarantee you this will surprise you with how good it feels to fight for something that matters, for somebody that needs your help, right? To make a conscious choice to practice empathy, to practice love, to put poetry in motion to instill a little bit of compassion and generosity in the world. And watch how that single choice creates this reverb effect throughout your entire life. It's going to create a ripple effect in the lives of other people you know. And you did that, millionaire. You did that with your conscious decision to be a little bit bigger. You might even spark something in them that makes them want to do something for somebody else. Just imagine that for a minute. Millionaires, these 5 questions matter because you matter. Your life ain't your life. I know it's your life. You're like, what you talking about, Hazi? But I'm like, your life is not your own. The world needs you to discover what Martin Luther King had this mentor named Howard Thurman. Howard Thurman was a straight up beast. He had questions like for you, like, the 2 most important questions of life are where am I going and who's coming with me? And if you get them in the wrong order, you screwed, right? That's Howard Thurman. Well, he has another one where he's like, don't ask what the world needs, ask what makes you come alive, because what the world needs is more people who have come alive. Millionaires, the world needs you to discover what makes you come alive. The world needs you to use that in service to a cause that's bigger than yourself. Because like I always say, and you see it in my book, man, I can't wait till y'all get a chance to put your hands on this book that I'm about to put out. But millionaires, check it out. At the end of the day, if you're looking for your purpose, discover what you love to do and then use it to help somebody. In other words, passion times service equals purpose. Repeat after me. I am